end of the year. I'm so excited. We only have 2 weeks left. So just this week and next week. I don't know why I explained what 2 weeks means, but anyway, I am not returning to this school next year. I'm actually moving to the high school, so I'm in middle school math right now. I'll be teaching algebra next year, meaning I need to get a move on and start taking things home. So that is the goal for this week, is to take as much stuff home as I can. And I think I'm gonna go ahead and get started on taking everything off the walls. Some of the stuff I will be leaving, but anything that's like mine and that isn't middle school specific, I'm taking. And then obviously I have a bunch of stuff in these cabinets behind me that I'm taking, so I just need to get started. I meant to do this last week. If you saw my Teacher Appreciation Week video, I thought I was gonna start there, but last week was just really busy, so I'm starting this week. I have, like I said, quite a few things to take down off the wall, so that's where we're gonna start. And then I think during some of my classes, like later this week, I'm gonna be watching a movie in class, so I think that's when I could tackle a lot of this stuff. So let's get started. Number line up because 1, it wasn't mine. The school provided it, and 2, I think it's just in a good location for the next teacher, so I'm just gonna leave it. These anchor charts I'm also gonna be taking down and rolling up and leaving them because this isn't applicable for high school, but I think the next teacher might appreciate having just like a reference. I don't know, but I'm gonna leave them. Honestly, what I've been most nervous about, because if you watched my classroom setup video, I stood on a table and like literally jumped on the table to staple these, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to reach to take them down, but we'll see. Yeah, I don't know how I'm supposed to reach those. Awesome. You're not supposed to stand on this very top one, but I think I might have to. Okay, yeah. I don't know, yeah, you can see the very top row. I don't know how I'm gonna get those down. I'm gonna try standing on the one that you're not supposed to stand on and see if I can reach it, but if not, that might just have to wait until I can get my husband up here one day or ask just like a tall coworker to see if they can get him. But I think when I stapled them up there, I held the stapler at the very bottom and just like slammed it, and so that's why I was able to make it fit, but lesson learned. I won't do that again. It worked. It's terrifying, but it worked. Done. That was what I was most worried about, and it was not that bad. It was terrifying, but not that bad. Also, the 7 that I have doesn't match the rest of my letters, my numbers, because when I was putting it up, I had first put them all up with like sticky dots, which are crap. Everyone knows that. I knew that, but I was just like in denial. Excuse me. I was just in denial. So over the weekend, after I put them all up, they all fell off. A lot of them fell off. And I think the 7 fell off and then slid under the door because I could not find it anywhere. So I don't know. But also my 8 is ripped because my students wanted to help me, which appreciated, but they wanted to help me take down all of the like paper that I had covering my posters and stuff after STAR. So I had like a big sheet of butcher paper up there, and they just like jumped and grabbed part of it and ripped, not realizing that I had stapled the butcher paper to one of the numbers on accident. Not on accident, I just like didn't realize it. Ooh, hey. So it ripped, but I think I can just tape it back together and it'll be fine. However, the sticky dots, they're all sticking together, so I need to figure out what to do there. I am going to be leaving, I'm taking that poster with me. I have a rules for divisibility poster that I'm taking with me, and then I think the rest of the posters I'm leaving here. And I'm just gonna leave them on the walls, and then the next teacher can decide what she wants to do with them. But yeah, let's take down my bulletin board now. Okay, so now what I don't know, because I've never had to move classrooms before, I don't really want my bulletin paper and borders back. Is it rude to leave it up? Like, I don't know what the next teacher's vibe is gonna be. Would it be like rude of me to leave it up? Will it be like, ugh, the last teacher left all her decoration, she left all her crap? Or would it be kind of nice or just like neutral for me to leave it? Because I don't care if she takes it down and does her own thing. I think I'm gonna leave it for now, but tell me in the comments what I should do or what you would want if you were coming into a new classroom, because I don't know. I was very productive in third period. I filled this whole box with just like stuff to take home. So I have this box. And then I also have this box filled with stuff. So most of this box is like my holiday decorations and other like big things. But I didn't take anything else down off the walls. I'm leaving most of what's still up. I don't know if you can see right now, but I have those right there. I think you might be able to see them. Those posters need to come down. Those are just going in the trash though. And I'm leaving up my number line, my fraction decimal percent poster, the poster on the wall right there I'm leaving because it's 7th grade standards. Both number lines I'm leaving. Oh, and this poster I'm leaving. That one. It's cute, but I don't think I'm gonna really reference it a lot in high school. So, I mean, I probably could, I definitely could, but also I'm sorry if the quality sucks all of a sudden. My camera battery died, so I had to switch to my phone camera. But yeah, I actually don't think I'm gonna do too much more. I was also cleaning up my filing cabinet. My kids are just working on a project today, so I didn't really have to be very active teaching them. So I was able to just like monitor while I was cleaning stuff out. I threw a bunch of stuff away. That's what a lot of things was today. I cleaned out like 2 big filing cabinets, just threw a bunch of stuff away, organized a bunch of stuff. So again, I think tomorrow I'm gonna start tackling what's in here. I got a lot more done today than I expected to, so that's awesome. Also, a student smeared fecal matter all over the bathroom stall during 5th period. I love middle school. But that doesn't really matter. I just was flabbergasted that that happened. So I'm gonna take all this home. I don't know where I'm gonna put it. Good morning. It is now Tuesday. All morning we've been doing testing. So I did not get any more done this morning, but I was talking to one of my coworkers, and tomorrow we have flex for the students, which is basically if you're passing all your classes, you get to go to a party. If you're failing any of your classes, you're in a tutorial room. And so I'm gonna have like 16 students in my tutorials, but the teacher next door only has 2 because everyone that's failing her class is failing a different class worse. So we're just going to combine our tutorials tomorrow. That way we can like kind of switch off working on cleaning up our classrooms. And I'm gonna have the kids help me carry stuff to my car tomorrow during flex. So knowing that, I am feeling pretty good about where I'm at. Probably not gonna do much cleaning today because I do have to leave right after school today. So, and lunch is like basically over. I have 5 minutes. So not gonna do any more cleaning today probably, but tomorrow will be a good cleaning day. Since it's gonna be during school though, I don't think I'm gonna get to film it. It really just depends. If we end up putting all the kids in my coworker's room, then I'll be able to film while I'm in here. But if they're all in my room, then no. Obviously, I don't like filming when the kids are in here. But that's where we're at. Can't believe that it's like the end of the year. There's like 8 school days left, which is crazy. So, and like this, there's certain things that I'm like, I don't want to take down yet because they're still being used. Like this I'm using as a pencil holder because if a student needs to borrow a pencil, they give me their badge and I let them borrow a pencil. That way they don't forget to give it back. So I'll just give them a pencil and put their badge right here. So like I'm still using that. So I'm probably going to leave that up until, well, no, technically tomorrow is the last day of actual work that we're doing because Thursday, Friday, we're watching a movie. And then next week is the last week of school. So we have like a bunch of award ceremonies and like other stuff going on. So while we're in class, I'm just going to be showing movies, and also the students will be presenting the projects that they're working on right now. So they won't need pencils for the rest of the year. So, okay, good. I can take that down tomorrow during flex. See, sometimes I just need to think out loud, you know? But I am, like I said, proud of my progress. I've cleaned up a lot of stuff like organization-wise. That's kind of like hard to show. I'm gonna finish up the last few moments of peaceful silence before the crazies come back. I woke up so late this morning. Like, I normally leave my house at 7. I woke up at 7:15, so that was not great. I look crazy, but because of that, I'm gonna go, it's my conference right now, I'm gonna go get a coffee. And then when I get back, I'm gonna see if I can maybe start taking some more stuff down. Oh, I'm gonna take my Sudoku board down. I think that's what I said I wanted to do yesterday. So I'm gonna go get coffee. My Sudoku board is down. I stapled the letters, so I won't be able to take those off. But I will be able to reuse it next year, which is good. And then I just have all the pink numbers represent like what it starts with. Like when you do, oh my gosh, I just look so bad today. You know, like when you do Sudoku, the ones that are already there, I have those as pink, and then everything else is white. So just gonna unsticky those and organize them so that it's easier for me next year. So if you missed my classroom setup video where I hung this up, I think I actually made this last year, and I didn't do a classroom setup video last year because it was my first year. But basically I have the Velcro like sticky dots, and so I put the soft side on here, and then I put the like sticky side on all of my numbers. And then I just kind of did it janky and put in, like I stapled or taped envelopes to the wall. Well, I can show you, hold on. So I just glued envelopes to the wall with the little flap. I cut it off, and then all the letters or the numbers are in here. So I had it on the wall next to it. That way students didn't have to come to me for anything, and they could just play it whenever they wanted. I really didn't have much interest in this. I'm realizing that I probably should have taught the students how to play Sudoku at the beginning of the year, because I had a lot of interest, but then they realized that they didn't know how to play. Like, even though I had the how to play, this doesn't talk about like strategy or anything, so they didn't know like what to do. So it wasn't fun for them. So I'm hoping that with high school, I'll have a little bit more luck. Sorry, I keep thinking someone's about to walk in. I'm hoping with high school I'll have a little bit more luck, but I probably still am going to try and teach it, like teach how to play it and the strategy behind it and stuff. I actually think that the envelopes would not survive the move, so I'm gonna go get a Ziploc baggie instead. So I think I did teach some of my students last year how to play, and they ended up having a lot of fun with it, but I never was that intentional with this year's kids, so that's on me. But I know you can start with like the 2x2, which sounds silly, but like it does, instead of being each square is 3x3 within a bigger 3x3, it's 2x2 within a 2x2. If that makes sense. So it's just smaller, so it's easier to start on. So I think I would do that as warm-ups on some days, like just having a little bit of fun with it, or kind of like if we have a chill day, provide those that they can do to kind of teach them how to play Sudoku. And then obviously the ones that do know how to play and do like it. I had it inside my room last year and then the beginning of this year, and then moved it to outside my room. And I don't know which I liked better, because when it was inside my room, my kids played it more. But when it was outside my room, more kids could play it. Does that make sense? So like anyone in the hallway could play it. It wasn't just my students, but like if my students want to play it, now they have to go outside, and it's kind of like out of sight, out of mind with them. So I think it'll just depend on what my classroom looks like next year. So stay tuned. I'm going to do a classroom setup in August, like July, August. So be on the lookout for that. I'm very excited about that. But I think I'm going to go get some lunch. I brought Chipotle bowls. They're so good. It's so good. I'm so excited. So I'm going to go eat that. And then, like I said, I think later today I'm going to have students help me carry some of this stuff out, because like I have these two big boxes like this. These two big boxes. They're not big, but it would just be more convenient if someone else carried them, not me. Loaded up. I still have one more box that is in my classroom that I'm gonna bring home probably tomorrow, I guess. And then just a little bit of, you know, the little stuff that I don't want to like take home now because I'm still kind of using it. And that honestly I'll probably just take home with me on the last day. Like I'm not super stressed about it. All the big stuff is done, I'm pretty sure. So when I go back in tomorrow, I'll show you guys what my sad empty classroom looks like. It's so crazy because I took down like all of my decorations. I had a bunch of student letters and stuff on my cupboard, and I took those down, and it's so sad, and all my posters and stuff. So but only like one more week and 2 days of school, so it's getting real. It's crazy. Like, look how sad this is. It's all empty. I don't know. You might not be able to tell the difference. Obviously, that is still super full, but like my doors and the wall and everything, it's just so empty. And this is so empty too. Like, that was here. The chips, obviously, I'm going to take with me. That box and then my games I'm taking with me. And then both of those drawers are empty already. So now that the year's over, I've let my kids just draw on my boards. Really whatever they want, which is sometimes scary, but they're so silly. Look at this one. Happy Friday. This is my last full Friday in 7th grade math. And it's really sinking in today that I'm not going to be coming back. Like, I've known, obviously I've known, but like we had a math department meeting this morning and one of my coworkers, like we always do shout outs at the beginning, and she shouted me out just talking about how, you know, I'm going to be leaving next year and she's excited for everything I'm going to do and thankful for everything that I did here. And then the principal jumped on and he shouted me out, and it was just so sweet. And even people that like I haven't worked very closely with were just very sweet and saying very kind, encouraging things. And then my team went out for lunch and just kind of got away from everything and just enjoyed each other's company as kind of a last hurrah. So that was very sweet. But this is it. Like, I have next week and that's it. 4.5 days. And one of the days is a half day. And 2 of the days are going to be filled with like ceremonies and stuff. So like, I'm not even gonna get to see the kids for very long next week at all. But I think I'm pretty much good. Like, my desk is pretty sparse. Everything's put away. And I have talked with the teacher that's going to be taking my room. It's an internal transfer. She's coming down from 8th grade to join the 7th grade team. So I've talked to her, and I think maybe next week she might start bringing some stuff in just so she doesn't have as much to do next year, like at the beginning. So it's happening. Yeah, literally the only thing that I need to take home that's in here still is this like toolkit with a bunch of stuff, and then my games up there. And obviously I'm leaving the games because we're gonna play them next week. But the tool, like the, I don't know what to call it, the box thing, that the drawers and everything, all of that stuff I'm going to probably take home today when I take home that big box that's sitting behind you guys. So I was able to get the rest of my stuff in the car. It was so heavy. I was carrying a big box and it was just really heavy and like awkward. But I have my little like drawer thing here, and I didn't want to put it in the back, like in my trunk, because I'm afraid that everything's gonna fall out. So I figure if it's right here, my purse is kind of blocking it, and also I'll know, like if I slam on the brakes, I'll know what comes out. That's pretty much it, I think. The only stuff left in my room is stuff that I'm leaving on purpose that's just going to be easy for me to take out with me on the last day of school. But my room is empty and it's so depressing. Next week I will, and this is all stuff that I'm gonna do on like the last day of school. Like, I think I'm done cleaning until the last day, but I'm gonna need to cover all of my like shelves and stuff with butcher paper so that over the summer nobody messes with this stuff, because we have a summer camp that uses our campus, so there's gonna be people and kids and stuff in our room. So I'm just gonna cover everything with butcher paper, lock everything, and call it a day. When I walk out, I'm never walking back in. Like, that's so crazy to me. 5 more days. And then I'm gonna be at a new school with new coworkers and teaching a whole new content. Like, I'm very, very excited, but also just like, I didn't think I was gonna be this like emotional about it, I guess, because I've just been so excited for high school and to move into all this stuff. But now that it's like every day, it's setting in more of like, this is really happening. Like I'm leaving. I'm not gonna be with these people next year. I'm gonna be the newbie again. Like, this is how it should be. I know that everything is gonna work out for a reason, and I think this is like a very, very good thing for me, and I'm very happy. Obviously, I pursued this opportunity pretty hard, so I'm very excited, but also just, you know, reflecting on all the changes. So anyway, that is all that I'm going to be doing today, this week. I hope you enjoyed watching me kind of clean out my room and organize and all that sort of stuff. If you did, go ahead and like this video, leave a comment down below just with any tips that you have, advice, questions, comments, literally anything. And of course, please subscribe to my channel so that I can see you in the next one. Mwah. Bye!